Alright, so the Philadelphia Eagles, they beat the Giants in the divisional round. They also beat the 49ers in the NFC Championship. And they're set to play against the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. And I think they're going to win that game, so I'm going to do a video on them, another video on the Eagles. Yeah, I know, but, I think they're going to win. They got Jalen Hurts, who's having a good year. Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown have really helped turn this offense around, along with Jalen Hurts. Defense had a resurgence as well. And I think they're going to beat the crap out of the Chiefs, because the Chiefs suck. Fly, Eagles, fly. Chiefs, you suck. You are not winning. Anyways, we're going to hop into the game. Going to try and calm down a little bit. We're going to play. Our first game is, ironically, against the 49ers, the team that the Eagles beat in the NFC Championship. So, see how this goes as they do a jet sweep to Brandon Ayuk for a gain of 4 to make it 2nd and 6. Brock Purdy's going to throw, looking for Ayuk again, but it gets knocked away. So it'll be 3rd and 6. And on 3rd and 6, Brock Purdy is going to get sacked by Hassan Reddick, who has quietly been one of the most underrated players on this team. As the 49ers will go for it on 4th and 19. They find Deebo Samuel, but it's not going to be enough, so the Eagles will get the ball back at the 49ers 32. 1st and 10. Jalen Hurts is going to go deep to A.J. Brown right away, and oh my gosh, A.J. Brown making an insane catch there, just using his ability, being tall, to get that touchdown. Yeah, the DB stood no chance on that. A.J. Brown had way more physical talent on that play, so yeah, not much of a surprise there. 2nd and 10, gain of 4 to make it 3rd and 6, and on 3rd and 6, Brock Purdy's going to throw to George Kittle, who is left pretty wide open as the Eagles defender fell down, as he gets some easy yards there. 1st and 10 at the 47, CMC's going to run. Only get a gain of 1. Eagles were all over him on that play, so it'll be 2nd and 9. Brock Purdy's going to find McCaffrey again, who gets open and gets the first down, as the Eagles were unable to contain him on that play. As 1st and 10, oh my gosh, Brock Purdy, what the hell are you doing? He literally just threw that right to Darius Slay Jr. Like, I don't even know what that throw was. As now the Eagles will have it back at their own 30. As 1st and 10 at the 30, he's going to find A.J. Brown for a gain of about 25 to make it 1st and 10 at the 45 of the 49ers, actually. It'll be 2nd and 3 at the 38. And they're going to run Philly special formation, and it's actually a fake Philly special, as Miles Sanders takes it and gets the first down that way. As on 1st and 10, Jalen Hurts at the 35 is going to throw, and he was looking for Dallas Goedert, but instead he finds Talanoa Ufanga, the 49ers defender, who's having had a pretty good year. So now it'll be 1st and 10 at the 49ers 15. And that was a dangerous pass. That nearly got picked off by TJ Edwards, but fortunately for Brock Purdy and the 49ers, they'll keep the balls. It'll be 2nd and 10. Gets hit up in the air by Darius Slay, and it's caught by Christian McCaffrey off of the deflection. Oh my gosh. That's a lucky play by the 49ers. I'll just say that. So yeah, they got a first down out of that somehow. So now it'll be 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And it gets picked off by Kevin White. So it looks like it doesn't matter, but it's a fumble. They tried to lateral the ball, and the 49ers got it back. Christian McCaffrey was able to fall on it. So I said they didn't have a chance, but now they do, as the Eagles idiotically lateraled the ball on that play. So now it's 2nd and 6, as Brock Purdy finds George Kittle for the first down. My goodness, I still do not understand what I was thinking on that play. As CMC might be rethinking what the 49ers did on that play, as he loses 4 yards to make it 2nd and 14. And on 2nd and 14, he finds Jawan Jennings to make it 3rd and 4. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And now it is 3rd and 4. Brock Purdy is going to throw across his body, and it's caught by Brandon Ayuk, who just comes back to the ball to get away from Darius Slay, and it works as they get the first down, make it 1st and 10 at 12. And on 1st and 10, Brock Purdy is going to hand off to McCaffrey and get a touchdown. So yeah, the reason it cut to that is because when I was editing, some of the play got cut off. My bad. So now they're gonna go for 2 after CMC gets the touchdown. He was open on that play, but they do not get the 2-point conversion as he's unable to keep his foot in bounds. As 1st and 10, we're able to find A.J. Brown in the middle of the field, who was pretty wide open. They get 1st and 10 at the 47, and on 1st and 10, we're going to find A.J. Brown again, who is able to get down to the 37 of the 49ers. And now it is 1st and 10 at the 37. Jalen Hurts is going to roll out to the left, and he's going to throw to a wide open Quez Watkins, who gets down to the 11. So now there's about 12 seconds left, and he's looking for Quez Watkins again, but it gets picked up by Talanoa Hufanga again. So he gets his 2nd pick of the day. So he's really giving this 49ers offense a chance here, as CMC might have a touchdown if no one's able to catch him. Big play, and this is the end of the half. So fortunately for the Eagles, Darius Slay's able to make a phenomenal tackle there to save a touchdown. Is because of, my gosh, that was very alarming if you're an Eagles fan. They almost got a touchdown on like one play of offense. But fortunately, Darius Slay saved the day. And the Eagles will get the ball to start the 2nd half, and they get it to A.J. Brown, who gets an easy touchdown, making that look easy, as he usually does when I play with the Eagles. As Deebo Samuel took the handoff, and he fumbled the ball. Fumble forced, or C.J. Gardner-Johnson picked up the fumble, and I think it was Hassan Reddick who forced the fumble, as the Eagles get another easy touchdown. This game's just getting way out of hand for the 49ers, as now it's 1st and 10, looking for Deebo Samuel, but Brock Purdy was unable to find him there, as it'll be 2nd and 10. Brock Purdy's going to throw, and this time he does find his man, Jawan Jennings, who gets a big play there. Pretty bad coverage by the Eagles there, as he just kind of took it and ran with it. Didn't even tackle him or anything. He just took it. As now it's 1st and 10. CMC's going to get the 1st down on the short pass there, the check down. Now it's 1st and 10. They'll hand off to Christian McCaffrey, who gets a gain of 2 to make it 2nd and 8. And on 2nd and 8, Brock Purdy is going to run, and he gets away from the defender. He's going to run in for a touchdown, as the Eagles didn't have any answers for that, surprisingly. There were like 3 defenders who had an opportunity, but they just couldn't get to him, as they're going to go for 2, but they don't get it, as Jamal Dean is able to tackle Brock Purdy right away to save the 2-point conversion. So now it is still a 2-score game. Eagles have the ball back, getting in a 5 on that play to make it 2nd and 5. And on 2nd and 5, we find A.J. Brown, who gets the quick out route to make it 1st and 35. And that actually does enable his X factor. So we'll see if they utilize that. As 1st and 10, they'll go deep to A.J. Brown, but he bobbles it. Miles Sanders had a chance to take it for a touchdown, but he's unable to make that catch. So now it'll be 2nd and 10. And on 2nd and 10, Jalen Hurts trying to take off, but he just had no room, as Jimmy Ward, I think, was able to take Jalen Hurts to the ground. Able to tackle Jalen Hurts. I'm so sorry. I had a hard time explaining that. But yeah, 3rd and 10, they went to A.J. Brown. He didn't get it. So now it's 4th and 10. They'll punt the ball here. And Brandon Ayuk, or wait a minute. No, that's not Brandon Ayuk. That is, actually, I don't know who that is. So yeah, they punt it. And on the next play, the first play of the 49ers offense on this drive, 1st and 10, that'll fall incomplete. Make it 2nd and 10. They'll hand off to McCaffrey, who takes it for a gain of about 3. But this happened. And if you've been on this channel before, you know exactly what this means. It means I lost connection, which means this game is a loss. And yeah, a little aggravating there, but we will go ahead and hop to another game, as ironically we're playing against ourselves, as we are the Eagles. We're the Eagles that are on defense right now, so we're the visiting Eagles. So right now, the opposing team is on offense right now. As on 2nd and 7, my opponent is going to scramble out and get a gain of about 2 to make it 3rd and 5. And on 3rd and 5, they'll hand off to Miles Sanders, who gets stuffed right away, as it'll be 4th and 2. He only gets gained about 3. So now it's 4th and 2. They'll go back to Miles Sanders, who doesn't get the first down. I thought he got it, but apparently not, as now we have the ball on offense. So now it's 1st and 10. We're going to go to Dallas Goedert, who is wide open on that play to make it 1st and goal at the 6. And on 1st and goal, Miles Sanders is going to get tackled right away. No gain on that play to make it 2nd and goal at the 6. And on 2nd and goal, Grant Calcaterra is going to take it on the RPO and get my Philadelphia Eagles a touchdown. So now my opponent is running Philly special right now. Quez Watkins back to pass, and he just throws it way off, looking for his man down the field, but that was just way off on that play. So now it's 2nd and 10, and on 2nd and 10, looking for Devonta Smith, but Darius Slade Jr. said no sir on that play. It's on 3rd and 10. Oh my gosh, Hassan Reddick just tackled Jalen Hurts right away on the play action pass, so now it's 4th and 15. Eagles are going aggressive and going for it. As 4th and 15, Jalen Hurts is going to run, but Javon Hargraves is able to tackle Jalen Hurts before he is able to get the first down. And it looks like my opponent is going to rage quit. That he does. So that will be a dub, I guess, to cancel out for the previous loss. So now we're going to hop into another game, and it's going to be against the Los Angeles Rams. And we will be starting off with the ball. 1st and 10, we try to do a QB run with Jalen Hurts on the RPO. Or not the RPO, the read option. And he loses 2 yards on that play. It'll be 2nd and 12. Going to A.J. Brown in double coverage. Aggressive decision, but it does not pay off, as it'll be 3rd and 12. And on 3rd and 12, Jalen Hurts is going to throw to Dallas Goedert again. And that was nearly picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Probably a good overthrow there, because if it was on target, it probably would have gotten picked off by Jalen Ramsey. As we'll just punt the ball here. Brandon Powell is going to try and return it, and he will get up to the 39 to make it 1st and 10 at the 39 for the Los Angeles Rams. You know, on 1st and 10, oh my gosh, Cam Akers got hit right away by C.J. Gardner-Johnson, as the Eagles were more than prepared for that play. On 2nd and 14, they were pretty prepared on that play too, as my goodness, Fletcher Cox was right there, forcing Stafford to throw the ball away immediately. So now it's 3rd and 14, and on 3rd and 14, Cooper Kupp cannot make the catch, as Marcus Epps is able to disrupt that pass. So now we force a Rams punt. I'm not going to lie, that was phenomenal defense by the Eagles. We held them to 3 and out, 0 yards of actually -4 yards of offense, because we were able to get a tackle for loss. So really good defense on that drive by the Eagles. It's 1st and 10. Solid offense on that play by Dallas Goedert and Jalen Hurts, as he gets open for the reception. As on 1st and 10, we go deep to A.J. Brown again, and he catches it, but his foot was out of bounds, so it's not going to count. It'll be 2nd and 10. And on 2nd and 10, Jalen Hurts, Aaron Donald fell down. He's going to have extra time. He's going to go deep to Brown again, but he should have thought about that decision, as it's picked off by Nick Scott. So yeah, bad decision by him there, as Cooper Kupp is going to take it, and he fumbles the ball, as Jamal Dean is going to take it for a touchdown. Yeah, they did a jet sweep with Cooper Kupp. Like, that's not his specialty. Like, what are the Rams doing? Like, he needs to catch the ball, not do an RPO. He doesn't have as much speed as, like, some other guys do, so that's not the right thing to do with him, as Cooper Kupp can't make that reception either, as Darius Slay's able to disrupt the pass. So now it's 2nd and 10. Cam Akers is going to get a gain of about 3 to make it 3rd and 7. And on 3rd and 7, he throws a pick right to TJ Edwards. Things are just not going the Rams' way in this game so far. It's the first quarter, and they've already thrown 3. They've already had 2 turnovers, one being a fumble recovery for 6, as A.J. Brown torching this Rams defense right now to put the Eagles up 14-0. As on 1st and 10, they try to do a pass to, I think that's the fullback. I'm not really sure. That'll fall incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. They finally get a completion to Cooper Kupp, but it's only for a gain of 2 on the RPO to make it 3rd and 8. And then on 3rd and 8, Stafford is going to throw it deep, and it looks like that's not going to be the right decision, as C.J. Gardner-Johnson's going to get a pick, and he's going to return it for a touchdown. Oh my gosh, what is happening with the Rams right now? They are just out of sync completely right now, and it looks like he rage quit, so that's a dub in my book. And we'll take a look here just to prove that I did beat him and that it didn't like disconnect or anything. It says win 20-0 Eagles-Rams. That was the score. Okay, we're going to try and hop into another game here because we still haven't even played like much of a game. So this hopefully will be the last play of the game of the video, but we'll see. As Joe Mixon, the Bengals will be starting with the ball. That's our opponent. They do a gain of 2 yards to make it 2nd and 8. And on 2nd and 8, Joe Mixon get a big run here to make it 1st and 10 to 38. As now it's 1st and 10. They're going to go to Jamar Chase, who gets a good reception there. Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase. Pretty good chemistry, I must say. As 2nd and 10, Joe Burrow gets taken down right away to make it 3rd and 22. And on 3rd and 22, they're going to do a play-action pass. Joe Burrow has time, and he's going to throw. And it's picked off by Anthony Maddox, who is going to get a good return here. And he jukes out Joe Burrow, and he almost gets a pick 6, but instead he'll get taken down at the 4. And on 1st and goal, Jalen Hurts is going to throw to A.J. Brown. And it is caught. It was actually right between 2 defenders, so that throw to be right on the money, and that it was, as the Eagles get the touchdown on one play. And on 1st and 10, looking for Jamar Chase again, but this time he is unable to make the reception, dropping that ball there. As on 2nd and 10, T. Higgins makes the catch on Darius Slay, and if you're an Eagles fan, you gotta wonder, what are you doing, Darius Slay? You're paid to make plays like that, and you just got completely violated on that play. As Taylor is going to shake off Darius Slay again. Like, dude, come on, man. That's 2 plays in a row where you've just gotten humiliated. Darius Slay, man, you're an X factor. You gotta be better than this. You're like one of the leaders on this defense. If you want the Eagles to win this game, you gotta play better. As 2nd and 5, Joe Burrow is going to get taken down by Kevin White. So now it'll be 3rd and 11, and on 3rd and 11, Joe Burrow is going to nearly get sacked again, but he's able to get rid of the ball and make it 4th and 11. But there is a flag. It was a false start by the Bengals to make it 4th and 16, but they are able to pick up the 1st down as the Eagles were not playing good defense on that play. That won the 1st quarter, and yeah, that play right there, that was costly by the Eagles there. If they're able to stop them there, they could really steal some momentum. And instead, the Bengals stole momentum, as now it is 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard drag route. And on 2nd and 5, Joe Burrow holding onto the ball for way too long, getting taken down by Brandon Graham. As this Eagles pass rush is actually killing Joe Burrow right now. Now it's 3rd and 17. He's going to go deep to Jamar Chase, and he got him. He's able to get behind all the DBs on the Eagles and get an easy touchdown, as him and Joe Burrow surely know what that's like. As now it's 1st and 10, he's going to try to find Miles Sanders, but it gets knocked away by Eli Apple to make it 2nd and 10. And on 2nd and 10, Jalen Hurts is going to throw, and it's caught by Dallas Goedert. Oh my gosh, he kind of bailed his quarterback out there, because Jalen Hurts should not have thrown that ball. He was running behind off his back foot. Is on 3rd and 1. Trey Flowers able to disrupt that there right away, as Jalen Hurts didn't have time to even look up. Is 4th and 10. They will fortunately make up for it, as Miles Sanders is able to get the completion there to make it 1st and 10 at the Eagles 47. And on 1st and 10, oh my gosh, Trey Flowers, man. He just did the same thing he did on 3rd down. So now it's 2nd and 19. He's going to try to go deep to A.J. Brown, but instead he drops the ball. So now it'll be 3rd and 19. And on 3rd and 19, Jalen Hurts is going to go deep to Quez Watkins, and he got him, as he's able to get in for an easy touchdown. Bit of a bad defensive play by the Bengals there, as they're running coverage. And if you know one thing about coverage, it does not cover that play very well, as Darius Slay Jr. making up for his bad play earlier, getting a pick there. to give the Eagles prime field position up by 7 to potentially take a 2-score lead. As 1st and 10, Jalen Hurts is going to throw this one away. Couldn't really find anyone. So now it'll be 2nd and 10. And on 2nd and 10, Jalen Hurts is going to throw, it looks like, and he actually gets called for intentional grounding here, as he was most certainly in the pocket, and he just threw it away. So that'll back him up 15 yards. As now it's 3rd and 25. Miles Sanders trying to make something, but instead he gets taken down. It'll be 4th and 16, and the Eagles will just take their field goal to make it a 2-score lead, 17-7. So not the worst thing in the world. We would have liked a touchdown, but we're okay with a field goal because it does put us up by 10. So now it's 1st and 10 at the 36 for the Bengals. And on 1st and 10, Joe Burrow's going to roll out to the left, and he's going to find his man Tyler Boyd getting wide open on that play. So now it's 1st and 10 at the 38, as Joe Burrow had to get that one out of his hands right away, as he was getting pressured immediately. As 2nd and 10, Joe Burrow, this time he is able to find Tyler Boyd again, who smartly does go out of bounds. Probably should have gone out of bounds sooner to be safe, but it will stop the clock. As 1st and 10, they'll do a 9-yard gain to make it 2nd and 1. Bengals will use their second timeout. As on 2nd and 1, Tyler Boyd again. Bengals actually don't have any timeouts now, as it's 1st and goal. And this gets knocked away by Hassan Reddick, as this next play might be the final play of the half. As on 2nd and goal, it will be. As pass is caught by Tyler Boyd, and he didn't get in. I thought he was in, but apparently not, as he was outside of the end zone when they blew the whistle. So apparently he didn't get a touchdown. So good job by the Eagles there. I thought he was in. I don't know how that wasn't a touchdown. A.J. Brown gets a good catch there to make it 1st and 10. But Eli Apple is going to pick off Jalen Hurts, as we tried to find Dallas Goedert, but Eli Apple was all over that. So the Bengals do still have a chance. So now on 1st and 10, looking for Tyler Boyd again, but this time C.J. Gardner-Johnson was able to do enough to disrupt the catch. So now it is 2nd and 10. They'll find Tyler Boyd. This time, he does get the catch. He's going to get a huge gain here, breaking a tackle and getting into the end zone for a touchdown. Man, oh man, Tyler Boyd, he is going crazy in this game. That play, oh my gosh. Eagles, it's a little shaky defense there, I'm not going to lie. So now it's 2nd and 10. We'll hand off to Miles Sanders here, try to get this run game going that we haven't really been trying to get going. So now it's 3rd and 6. No, it's 3rd and 8, actually. And he throws it right to Mike Hilton. Oh my gosh. Eagles, what the hell are you doing? As that offensive drive was awful. He threw that right to Mike Hilton, as they are able to disrupt the screen pass there to make it 2nd and 10, as Joe Mixon able to get a 3-yard gain there to make it 3rd and 7. And on 3rd and 7, Jalen Hurts is going to throw it deep to T. Higgins, but instead he will find Darius Slay Jr., so he gets his 2nd pick of the day, able to return it up to the 30 of the Eagles. So Eagles defense kind of bailed out the Eagles offense there, as they threw 2 picks on back-to-back drives, but they still have the lead. Gotta thank your defense there, Eagles. So now it's 2nd and 2. They're going to hand off to Miles Sanders, get the first down. I would assume the Eagles want to chew a little bit of clock here. Not a ton, but just enough to where it's still not the 3rd quarter. They want to get this to the 4th quarter and then score a touchdown. That would be their goal. As on 2nd and 1, A.J. Brown is going to get a good catch there to make it 1st and 10 at the 23. And on 1st and 10, they'll hand off to Miles Sanders. And this will most likely be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That it is, as we start the 4th quarter. Jalen Hurts is going to roll out to the right, and he's going to scramble, and he's going to dive, nearly getting in for a touchdown, but he's going to be about a yard short to make it 1st and goal at the 1. And on 1st and goal, Miles Sanders is going to take the ball for a rush and get in for an easy touchdown to give the Eagles a 10-point lead again. So Bengals have to do something here, and they definitely do not want to do that as they throw a pick. As now the Eagles are up by potentially 3 possessions if they make this extra point, as the C.J. Gardner-Johnson gets a pick 6. As on 1st and 10, Joe Burrow's going to throw, but Hassan Reddick able to bat that ball way up in the air. As now it's 2nd and 10, Joe Burrow is going to pass again, and he gets taken down as Joe Burrow's trying to pass the ball way too much as Brandon Graham gets his 2nd sack of the day. So now it's 3rd and 25. Joe Burrow is going to throw, and this time he is able to connect with this wide receiver, Taylor, who's able to get the first down. And on 1st and 10, he's going to go to Tyler Boyd, who gets in for a touchdown. Another play where the Eagles defense just kind of shut down, and not in a good way. They shut down like they didn't even try, as now the Bengals still have a chance. If they can get a stop and get a touchdown, they could still be in this game, as Eagles are going to run Philly special, looks like. But they're going to fake Philly specials. Miles Sanders is going to take this, and it looks like he's going to get all the way for a touchdown. So that fake Philly special worked to perfection for the Eagles there. I mean, they ran Philly special in the Super Bowl last time they were there. No one says they can't do it again, so we'll see if they do that, as Tyler Boyd is going to not make this catch, as the Eagles are able to disrupt that. As now the Bengals, it looks like this game's over, so I'm not going to pretend like they are still in this, because they're not, especially not after that play, as they just threw a pick to officially seal the game, as C.J. Gardner-Johnson icing it there. As my opponent is going to rage quit, and that he does. So yeah, GG's to my opponent. Yeah, Eagles, very good team. I do think they will beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. We'll have to see about that. I will have a prediction video on that. Sam versus Madden for that. But anyways, thank y'all for watching this. If you made it this far, congratulations. I hope my voice wasn't too annoying for you. If you liked this video, share with your friends and all that. Congratulations, you made it through the video. Peace out. Maybe subscribe. Goodbye.